Have you ever wondered why our outcomes for males in K-12 schooling are not as good as females? In fact, if you look at the data, 76% of educators K-12 are female, but 50% of the student population is male. But the majority of our discipline referrals, the majority of our special ed kids, the majority of our dropouts, the majority of our non-readers are males. And you have to start asking yourself, why? What is this? And furthermore, the data indicates that in the last 10 years, the college population, students in college, has dropped by 10 million, and 70 to 75% of that drop are males. So as we start thinking about that, one of the things we know is there's differences in the brains. A lot of people want to get caught up in gender identification and sexual orientation and persuasion and the sexual spectrum. This is not what this is about. It's simply about the fact that brains are structured somewhat differently. In fact, a computer scan can tell accurately 69 to 77% of the time based on a brain scan, whether it's a male or female brain. And in the research that's been done, they know there are male and female brains. In fact, the fetus is female-brained until 6 weeks, and then it starts to differentiate. They know they're male and female genitalia. About 0.5% to 1.8% of the population in the world is born either with double genitalia or no genitalia. It's called intersex. There are chromosome variations, XX and XY, but there's XXY, there's XXXY, there's XYY, and there's XO, which means you're sterile. On top of that, there's chimeras. Chimeras, when one body has two sets of DNA. And if that weren't enough, Economist magazine reported about a year ago that across the world, since 1970, the sperm count in the world has dropped by 50%. And it's because the water supply is totally polluted with estrogen because of the plastics in the water, the hormones that have been used to treat and plump meat, etc. So there are more birth variations now. So when we talk about this, we're just talking about male and female brains. One of the things we know developmentally is that the male brain develops approximately a year behind the female brain.